Okay, we're here with the management of Clapton Community FC, playing in the main pitch at Wadham Lodge, not the Stray Dog, after a 4-4 draw against North West London. Now, it's not quite the result we wanted, but nevertheless, it's still a draw. How do you read the game, Geoff?
Well, I mean, obviously it's a disappointed dressing room at the moment, considering how the game went. Because obviously we thought we was in control of the game, and it's just a few, defensive lapses, a few errors that's kind of let them back into the game, and even obviously, letting us get behind. But credit to the boys, second half. I mean, at 4-3, it'd have been easy to, with the league looking very unlikely at the time, to down tools and stuff and just, lose their heads. But they kept on going, got it back to 4-4 and could have even won it at the end.
Yeah. In terms of kind of the defence, yes. You didn't play today. Injury or kind of, you got dropped or?
It's an injury. I picked up a knock against Ware Sports, and last week I didn't play all week, and the first time I kicked the ball was Saturday. So this week, this game has come a little bit too soon, but hopefully I'll be there on Saturday.
Yeah. What was the feeling on the bench? 2-0, and we could have gone 3-0 up as well.
Well, we had a game plan. The game plan, I think, probably saw it from the sides, was to press high. We thought we could, because we know they persistently play at the back, so we kind of shaped up tactically to nullify that, to win the ball in their half and force errors, which I think once you see the goals, you see it was going to fruition. But obviously, again, as I said, you don't legislate for kind of conceding 4 goals, because we've been tight defensively. Obviously, last week, you'd probably put it down to anonymity, but conceding 4, it's very hard, because you're putting a lot of pressure on the forward line. 5-6, you're asking them to put 6 away, and it's very hard. It's very hard for them to kind of keep that sort of consistency. So I mean, we thought the game was there for us. We thought, for large periods, we probably were the better side. Second half, it started getting a bit bitty. We're adjusting to this pitch because it is a bigger pitch. So we had to kind of adjust and kind of get used to it, because I think their pitch at NWR is kind of similar size. We're used to playing on a smaller, kind of more of a flatter sort of surface. So we just had to adjust, and we couldn't really get our foot on the ball and play our sort of football. So it's disappointing, but again, we have to look at the positive. We've been on a great run. We're still undefeated. We've got games to come. 2019 we're still undefeated. So we'll keep pushing. You don't know what can happen in this league. It's out of our hands, but we'll keep churning out the wins. And get some form before the cup final.
Yacine, Geoff said you had a game plan, but so did they, and they executed their game plan too, and it appeared to come off quite a few times. How did you read the kind of defensive kind of approach? Because the whole team has to defend, not just the defence.
Yeah, I thought. Do you know what? Both teams' game plan, but initially our one worked quite well. We just to go 2-0 up, show that our plan and the tactics we put out there actually are working, but I think for us to improve as a team, that's where we've got to learn. We've got to learn to be able to put away and control games where we worked 2-0, worked hard to get 2-0, control it from there and bring the game home. Obviously, that's something to work on over the summer. But as you said, every team that comes and plays us, it's like the cup final. So every team is going to come and watch their games. I mean, we don't have that much footage in terms of watching our teams play. But I think it's so easy for other teams to watch us because we have a lot of footage of us playing, and even the way how honest we are after games and the way we give our interviews. We are honest about what tactics we put out there, what shape we play. I think when I've tried to research a few other teams, it's not that easy.
Well, let me make it a little bit more kind of easier for you. Samurai were here today filming.
There you go, you see?
Were they?
They were here filming. And they enjoyed a beer as well. So, the hospitality.
A bit of a Leeds tactics there.
Yeah. But look, this is not a defining game of the season.
No. Right?
Nor is our season over.
No.
The important thing is it wasn't a defeat. And teams are losing.
Yes.
And a lot of big teams have got to play each other still.
Yeah, of course. That's what I said in the dressing room. As I said, our heads low, but all we can do is carry on winning. You know, as I said, we're still undefeated. So all we can do is churn out the wins. We've got Hereford next, big week. You know, we've got St Miguel. You know, we're away on Monday, and then this cup final. So a lot of things still to play for. As you said, it's not a defining game. Stuff for us, obviously, as management to kind of look over. Obviously, once the footage comes out, because once it does come out, you know, every week, you know, thanks to Paul, he does it quite quickly. We kind of, you know, Yas is very good in terms of kind of highlighting certain positions, sort of match of the day analysis. You know, stuff for us to work on and training, and obviously for the next game.
Yeah. So tell me, during the week, you actually study the footage
Yeah.
and you
Believe it
look
or
at
not, I plug my iPhone to my 55-inch screen and I'll watch it and I'll repeat it and I'll play it back again and I'll think, okay, how did that happen? I mean, that's my sad life. But I enjoy it. I mean, I enjoy spotting the mistakes and being able to correct them on the pitch.
But have you watched some good things that are going on and that hadn't been planned for? I mean, because last week we talked about, on Saturday, we talked about kind of Eastfield being kind of instinctive. But our team also does instinctive things as well.
I mean, a lot of things that, as we mentioned previously at the beginning of the season, we train on a quarter of a pitch. So a lot of the stuff that happens, we train it on a quarter of a pitch. The rest has to happen instinctively on the pitch, or try and replicate what we're trying to create in a smaller picture, in a larger picture when we do play games. So, I mean, the boys are disappointed in there because of the bar that they raised. They raised the bar and they are disappointed with the draw. And that's without us being able to work on it in a proper full-size pitch. So I'm confident that these boys will get even better than we have been recently.
One of the things that we don't talk about is, you know, what happens in the background to kind of match day and the club. I mean, you know, in terms of kind of the infrastructure, you worked at other clubs as well. How do we rate against them? Come on, give us some feedback on that.
In honesty, obviously because we have the different committees, it takes a lot of the pressure off on match day. So certain little things are like doing a team sheet, which is another kind of admin sort of thing that gets in the way, which will take us away from doing the warm-up, so to speak, or doing like the set pieces and whatnot. So just little admin things, obviously collecting the balls, the shirts being put out, being brought to games. So in terms of our infrastructure in the back, it's one of the best I've potentially worked with.
Every little helps.
Yeah.
Everyone doing their little bits helps that whole club, rather than one person doing everything.
So what's your message? Quick message for the...
Keep helping out.
Thanks to everyone coming out today. You know, obviously it's a Wednesday night. Great support again. Carry on following us, supporting us, tweeting, you know, liking our page, and, you know, more members and more the merrier.
And you're both members. And you're both members.
Oh yes. Get the newsletter and all.
Look, don't be disappointed. You know, it's a draw. We're delighted with the season so far. Right? We wanted more, but we'll get more.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.